put some kind of sex stuff up
on the
on
YouTube.
Yeah, he put it on there, and then I think I clicked on that motherfucker. And it showed the whole class. You know how they have like you might have a comment or something, and you know you can press it, the comment, and then the comment will be on the it'll show, you know, on the picture.
Right.
Yeah, I think I pressed it, man. Them must have the whole class, man. We had to throw away the whole class. They get rid of the whole class, man, because of this.
You good? You too.
He's on.
Yeah, he's on. Somebody check the sound because half my class was, you know, a silent picture yesterday.
Somebody, make sure you just monitor the class for the trolls and stuff, so we can kick them out. Yeah. They threw my iron, throw that whole class away. It like had like something at the top of it. Before we get to this. Somebody put a troll or something, put something on there. And then I think I clicked on it. It just posted at the top of the class, the whole class. So I throw it away for it.
Who's be doing that to get you banned?
Like, really?
Also, Parak Gabar. Parak Gabar, Banya Howder, Banya Yasha Allah.
Parak Gabar, Banya Howder, Banya Yasha Allah.
Yahab Bashim Yahushua Rakatham.
Yahab Bashim Yahushua Rakatham.
La Yash Allah.
All right, Allah. Understand? Wapanya Hakwadam, and turn and face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw,
Abanaw,
Shabashimai, Hayah, Shakah, Yahau, Malakuka, Daba'a, Ratazak, Hayah, Aisha, Ratazak, Kawa, Hayah, Rashamayim, Dunanaw, Call, Yawam, Rasalaknawa,
The Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Give us our debts. Forgive our debts. Give us not into temptation. Deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
The power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Hashem, Yahusha, Babakasha, Hakat, that's a hard,
the power in the English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. All manner of disease. Power to cleanse the lepers. Power to raise the dead. Power against unclean spirits. Cast them out. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayan, Ahar, Yaba'ah, Isoi, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Wa'aratazah, Ayathan, Lamawat, Regard, Ayanawam, Shamar, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashah, Shawamar, Yasha'al, Yahweh, Shamar, Yahweh, Tazar, Ayad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ayakaka, Wayarah, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamar, Makarai, Yashamar, Abnapash, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza Wamba'aka, I will love.
Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes into the hill. From whence cometh my help? My help coming from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha Allah. Neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. How is that shade upon that right hand? The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. From this time forth. And even forevermore.
Psalms 83. Excuse me. In the Hebrew, Alahayim, all the Maylakah, all that Karash, all that Shakwat, all Hanak, Kayahana, Awabika, Hamayawan, Wamashanayaka, Nasha'aw, Ra'ash, Amaka, Ya'ira Yamwa, so what? Wayataya Watazawa, all Tasapamaka, Amor, Lakau, Wanakayani, Magoya, Wala'ah, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'al, Aywa, Kaya, Nawa Atazawa, La, Yakawa, Ayaka, Barya, Slack. Yakaraswa.
Yakaraswa.
Ahoya.
Ahoya. Adawan.
Wayashama Aliyu.
Wayashama Aliyu.
Mawa Abba. Wahagari.
Wahagari.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Palashah.
Palashah.
Anya Shabbat.
Anya Shabbat.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Hamashawar.
Hamashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Aiman.
Aiman.
Anya Shabbat.
Anya Shabbat.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zamarat.
Zamarat.
Labaya Lawat.
Labaya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Ashalaham.
Ashalaham.
Kayam. Kamayin.
Kamayin.
Kasayasara.
Kasayasara.
Kayabin.
Kayabin.
Balakal.
Balakal.
Wayashwin.
Wayashwin.
Nashamawa.
Nashamawa.
Ba'ayan.
Ba'ayan.
Da'ara.
Da'ara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La'adama.
La'adama.
Shayatuma.
Shayatuma.
Nariyabawa.
Nariyabawa.
Ka'ara.
Ka'ara.
Wakaza'aba.
Wakaza'aba.
Wakazabat.
Wakazabat.
Wakazazamana.
Wakazazamana.
Call Nashayakawa.
Call Nashayakawa.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Amawa.
Amawa.
Now Russia.
Nasha.
Now you're Russia.
Now you're Russia.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Ah. Na'awa.
Na'awa.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Shayatuma.
Shayatuma.
Kagogala.
Kagogala.
Kwash.
Kwash.
Lapanyaraka.
Lapanyaraka.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Daba'ira.
Daba'ira.
Ya'ira.
Ya'ira.
Wakalahaba.
Wakalahaba.
Galahat.
Salahat.
Haryam.
Haryam.
Khan.
Khan.
Daradama.
Daradama.
Basa'iraka.
Basa'iraka.
Wabasawafka.
Wabasawafka.
Dabahalu.
Malahalu.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Malawan.
Malawan.
Wayabakwashwa.
Wayabakwashwa.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahaw.
Yahaw.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayabahawa.
Wayabahawa.
Aya'ai.
Aya'ai.
Wayakapawa.
Wayakapawa.
Waya'abadwa.
Waya'abadwa.
Waya'da'ira.
Waya'da'ira.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Ata.
Ata.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahaw.
Yahaw.
Labaka.
Labaka.
Ayawan.
Ayawan.
How.
Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O power.
Keep not thy silence, O power.
And hold not thy peace.
And hold not thy
And
peace.
be not still, O power.
And be not still, O power.
But lo,
For lo,
thine enemies make a tumult.
thine enemies make it
And
tomorrow.
they that hate thee have lifted up their head.
And they that hate thee have lifted up their
They have
head.
taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden.
And consulted against thy hidden.
They have said, Come,
Come.
let us cut them off from being a nation.
Let us cut them off from being a
That the
nation.
name of Yasha may be no more remembered.
That the name of God's will be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together with one
They
consent.
have consulted together with one
They are
consent.
confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Eden.
The tabernacles of Eden.
And the Ishmaelites
And the Ishmaelites.
of Moab.
Moab.
And the Hagarene.
The Hagarene.
Baal.
Baal.
And Ammon.
Ammon.
Amalek.
Amalek.
Philistine.
Philistine.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
Yeshua also is joined with them.
Sure also is joined with
They
them.
have hope in the children of light.
Their hope in the children of light.
Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
Unto them and to the Midianites.
As the Sisera.
As the Sisera.
As the Jabin.
As the Jabin.
And the brook of Kasam.
And the brook of Kasam.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became dung for the
Make
earth.
their nose like a red.
Make their nose like a
And
red.
like Zael.
And like Zael.
Yea.
Yea.
All the princes as a bot.
All the princes as a bot.
And as a moon.
And as a moon.
Who said,
Who said,
let us take ourselves the house of God in possession.
let us take ourselves the house of God in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my
Make
power.
them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As a stubborn before the wind.
As a stubborn before the wind.
And fire burning from wood.
As the fire burns the
And
wood.
the flame set the mountains on
And
fire.
the flame set the mountains on
So
fire.
persecute them with thy temper.
So persecute them with thy
And
sins.
make them afraid with thy stone.
And make them afraid with thy sword.
Fear their faces with shame.
Fear their faces with
That
shame.
they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh, Yahweh.
Let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Let them be put to shame and perish.
Let them be put to shame and perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
Thou whose name alone is Yahweh.
That God's name alone is Yahweh.
Most high over all the earth.
Most high over all the earth.
The blessings in the Hebrew. Barak.
Barak.
Atah.
Atah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Why Yahweh?
Why Yahweh?
The blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh.
And Yahweh.
And Mike. And Mike. And the angel.
And the angel.
Commander General Yahweh.
Commander General Yahweh.
The general.
The general.
The captain.
The captain.
The officer. The trooper. And the sister. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Thank you so be.
Thank you so be.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
All things living.
All things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the heathen that speak against us. Our prophets and our teachers.
Our prophets and our teachers.
The princes and the priests.
The princes and the priests.
Israelite brothers in the school.
The Israelite brothers in the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the rich of Israel.
To the rich of Israel.
That's what I got. To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel.
Shake loose the treasure of the rich of
They
Israel.
refuse to give to the school.
They refuse to give to the
Force
school.
their riches into thy sanctuary.
Force their riches into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And their nations and their drug
And
dealers.
their nations and their drug
The
dealers.
court system.
Court system.
Prison system.
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All governments of our enemies.
All governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues are on.
Amalek synagogues are on.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads.
Posse Comitatus.
Posse Comitatus.
Gay moves.
Gay moves.
Lesbian.
Lesbian.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
Nazi space program.
Nazi space program.
Army. The Navy.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marine. Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airwaves.
And the airwaves.
Cable access channel.
Cable access
And the
channel.
radio channel.
And the radio channel.
Speak the spirit of any of thy people.
Speak the spirit of any of thy people.
That seek to stop us.
That seek to stop us.
And bring swift destruction.
And bring swift destruction.
All the heathen.
All the heathen.
And stand in the way.
And stand in the way.
Try to stop us.
Try to stop us.
Broadcasting your word.
Broadcasting your word.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the plagues.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Cause them to go to and
Through
fro.
the earth and consume them.
Through the earth and consume
Let
them.
the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer.
Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer.
Let your house shake.
Let your house shake.
Michael.
Mike.
And Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Come down with the flames.
Come down with the flames.
And punish all the heathen.
Punish all the heathen
that come up against us.
that come up against
As
us.
we speak thy word.
Speak thy word.
Cause it to be known by all.
Cause it to be known by all.
That is the angels that have done it.
That is the angels that have
Cause
done
it to be spread throughout the media.
Cause it to be spread throughout the
Throughout
media.
the whole world.
Throughout the whole
Cause
world.
it to shake it that come.
Cause it to shake it that
In the
come.
name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Yeshavia means to have a seat. All right, y'all get a Lord a hand. We have another Sabbath service. Satan was doing everything in his power to stop us from having this Sabbath service online, but we was able to go online with the Sabbath service and bring brothers and sisters can have Sabbath service with us. All right. The scriptures say the 6 days thou shalt work, and on the 7th day shall be a Sabbath of rest. All right. This is the Sabbath. All right. The 7th day. All right. The Lord chose this day out of the week to be holy. The 7th day out of the week to be holy, and brothers and sisters are to if at all possible, not work on this day. All right. Do everything you can to make it to where you don't have to work on the Sabbath. If you're not, then you're defeating the whole purpose of the Sabbath. Right? It's all about you just not working on the Sabbath. All right. You having rest and being able to serve your God. All right. The Lord wanted us to, when we was in Egypt, when we was in Egypt, the children of Israel asked to have a day off to go and serve their God. All right, they just wanted a day off to go serve their God, and Pharaoh said no. All All right. We did not want to give the children of Israel a day off to go serve their God, just to go praise him and go out and, give him, acknowledgement. And Pharaoh was like, damn your God. Y'all need to be, in the field. Y'all need to be,
producing
brick and mortar and straw. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To help build these treasure cities that we have in Egypt. All right. And damn your God. And that was the reason why. That was the foundation of us leaving Egypt. All right. That was the foundation. It's hard so he can say no, so we can get up out of there and the Lord can show us his power.
Right.
He did. So just know that your oppressor, wherever you at, wherever the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are at, that the people who are oppressing you in that land, they believe the same thing that the Pharaoh believed. They do not want you to have a day off if they, can. They want you to work 7 days a week. So it's up to you to try to get that day off. You can't leave it up to them because they're going to want you to work and give you a day off when they feel like they want you to give you a day off. Right. All right. But if you request, and let him know, the same way the children of Israel let them know, to let you off on a certain day, just like the Muslims do, just like Christians do, just like, every other people, do who want to serve their God. 7 days. You get what I'm saying? They don't want to work on the day that they go serve their God. So, you shouldn't be any different. All right? Don't allow them to tell you when you need to be off. You let them know when you need to be off. All right? Like, look, I can work 6 days. The Lord said 6 days that I shall work. I can work 6 days.
You want me to come in
But
Sunday?
this day right here, I ain't working. You know what I'm saying? Right. If you want me to come in Sunday, I can do that. Right. But, for religious, so-called religious reasons, I can't work on, Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. All right? That's the day that the time that I can't work. All right? So that's just something that, you got to take upon yourself. Commander General Hunter, he says, at all times, try to do the law. You dig what I'm saying? Try to do the law at all times. So, don't be like, well, I don't think they're going to let me out. You don't know till you try it. Right. You dig what I'm saying? I can't get this day off. You didn't know because you didn't try to get the day off. You just assuming that, the oppressor is going to be the oppressor and he just not going to let you have that day off. Well, you ain't paying your part on trying to get the day off. Try to get the high holy day off. Try to get the, whatever day it is that you, trying to get out. That the Lord wants you to have. Because the high holy days, he say the same thing on the high holy days. Thou shalt not do any servile work. Right. So all the high holy days is the exact same thing as the Sabbath. So if you fighting to get the Sabbath off, well, guess what else you got to do? Fight to get the high holy days off too. Don't look at the high holy days as being just some ordinary day. That's why the Lord said that it's a holy convocation. A holy convocation. What's a holy convocation mean? Go ahead, Austin.
It's a separate day. You know what I'm saying? That we come together as a people.
It's not the ordinary day. So don't treat a high holy day as a regular day. If a high holy day falls on a Thursday, don't treat it as a regular Thursday. It's not a regular Thursday. It's the high holy day. All right? So you try to make, do what you got to do, to try to get that day off also. You just got to try to do the law. That's something that, I think brothers and sisters need to hear, because brothers and sisters just treat the high holy day like it's just like nothing.
The other day, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Unless it's the Passover. Right. But guess what? They is getting ready right now you know what I'm saying, brothers and sisters getting ready to go to cookouts. They treat the cookout like it's a high holiday.
Right.
They planning and preparing and getting days off,
saving
and you know, trying to get discount of checking the flight. You know what I'm saying? They doing all of this like it's the high holiday when it's just a cookout. But then you don't use that same energy to do the Lord's high holiday. We don't use that same energy. Ain't nobody saving up to go, you know, to the, you know, the Feast of Tabernacles. Ain't nobody saving up to or trying to get that day off. You know, because that's a week-long event.
right.
It's a week-long event. And it's a high holiday at the beginning of it and a high holiday at the end of it. Right. You dig what I'm saying? We gotta prioritize things better. And what's important is the days that the Lord told us to celebrate. The days that the Lord told us to keep holy. Now I ain't saying don't go to no cookout because I like going to cookouts
Right.
myself.
Yeah, right.
I ain't telling you not to go to a cookout. But what I'm saying is you have that same energy that you got for a cookout for the high holy days and for the Sabbath.
Right.
Have that same energy. That's all I'm saying. You did. Have that same energy to pay your tithes as you is to pay this white man for this hotel that you getting down in, you know, in Las Vegas.
Right.
You spending, you know, $600 for a hotel, but you ain't paid tithes in 6 months. You dig what I'm saying? You buying this and that, doing all of this stuff, but you ain't paid tithes. You know, you get your income tax, you ain't put a dime into the school.
Yeah.
Yeah, into the tab, but
Into the time. right.
you dig what I'm saying? You done came up on all kind, getting all kind of what they give you stimulus and what they give you at work though for Christmas and all that.
Christmas
Yeah, all these bonuses and everything. You ain't put one dime in the tab bucket.
Right.
That's how like when the pastors at
When they were mad. Hey.
They
did nothing for the church.
They did nothing for the school, man. That's the truth though. That's the truth though.
Sister Mary done got her hair done 5 times. I done counted it.
Yeah.
They counted it. Oh, that's that Brazilian silk.
Yeah, you got, hey man, it's all about your priority. And then when you wonder why, you know, you got financial problems. You dig what I'm saying? I remember a captain told me that one time. I was like, man, I wasn't paying tithes. This like in the beginning, right? I wasn't paying tithes. He was like, man, you know why you going through financial bans? Because you don't pay tithes. I was like, for real. I started paying tithes. That was it. He was right. I'm talking about I was getting all kind of, you know, they taking money left and right from me. But I'm still able to take care of everything I need to take care of and still be cool.
Right.
You do what I'm saying?
Moms took off.
Got business took off. On top of, you know, all of the white man's, you know, oppression that he putting on me.
Right.
I'm still able to do things because I pay tithes. You might not look at it like that, but it's the truth. It works. You know. But yeah, man, it's just everybody. We just gotta have our priorities right. And have our, use what the Lord gave us. Now, use what Commander General teaches us to boost morale, to boost our zeal. You know what I'm saying? Coming to these, I had to think about coming to like classes and stuff like that. We might look at it as a burden, right? Sometimes, man, I don't feel like going to class. I don't feel like teaching class. I don't feel like doing that. But what we don't realize is somebody is expecting to see us that day.
Right.
we got a Thursday class, right? Let me show you how important it is, man. Somebody had to break it down to me. We got a Thursday scripture breakdown class. So all throughout the whole UPK, scripture breakdown day is a mandatory class. All throughout every school is mandatory. So during that time, if you ain't seeing your brother, this is what somebody broke down to me how important it was. Like during that time, you might not see your brothers and sisters all week. That's the one day that you for sure can see your brothers and sisters. That we come together as a school. You do what I'm saying, and get to enjoy one another. It's a day of the rule was implemented to bring forth brotherhood and sisterhood. Because that's the one day, we might not see each other during the weekend, the law class or Lashawan Kodash class or even Sabbath service. We might not even see each other. But that one day, the scripture breakdown is a day where it's mandatory that we all should be seeing each other. You do what I'm saying? So that might be a day where if you have a problem with a brother, y'all can talk it out. Or that might be a day where you just miss your brothers and sisters and y'all just can be together and just kick it. You know what I'm saying? And, salute one another, hug one another. It's just a day of brotherhood and sisterhood. You do what I'm saying? And that's how we have to, look at it. Instead of looking at it like, man, we got to go scripture breakdown. So it's a day of brotherhood and sisterhood for us. We get to see our brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it's important that we see one another. Same way with the Sabbath service. It's important that we come in and we just seeing one another. We get to see one another and, hug and how smart somebody side, how about somebody side with that. You know what I'm saying? And we just spend time with one another, man. You can't get these days back. Because one of us might die tomorrow and be like, well, dang. You know what I'm saying? I was just with him at Sabbath service yesterday. You do what I'm saying? And you had that same memory. You do what I'm saying? I was with them at scripture breakdown class Thursday, You had that memory. All right. So it's important, man, that we gather together in these holy convocations. I don't know why I brought all that out, but you had to read. Yeah, it was. I guess the Lord wanted me to say something like that. What else? Is that it? Y'all got any questions about anything before we get started? All right, so we're gonna read scripture breakdown. We got in Sabbath service. What we do is we'll read the Torah in the English, which are Precious language, and we'll also read it in the Hebrew, which is our original language. All right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to. I think we stopped at. We're in the fourth chapter of. Was it the fourth chapter? Of Numbers. I think it was Numbers 4.
Yeah, we studied.
Numbers 4. So we started at 1, so we ended at 21, so go to 22.
Time found.
Numbers 4 and 22.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 4, verse 22 in the Hebrew. Nasha'ah.
So, all right, we're going to start at 29. So,
The book of Numbers, chapter 4, verse 29 in the Hebrew. Banya. Maraya. Maraya. Lama Shapak Thumb Labanyat Abatam Tapakwad.
Good to see you.
Amat, verse 30. Maban Mashalashyam Mana Shana wa Ma'ila wa I ban Kamashyam Shana Tapakwadam Call Haba'a La Tazaba Zaba La Ibad Ibada Ahal Shabai, verse 31, was a Mashamrat Masha'an Hal Idatham Abadtham Ba'ahal Mawa'ai Quarashia.
Hey, sister, do you got the Torah? Do you got the Hebrew Torah? You don't. When y'all sent her the Hebrew Torah?
How much can Babar Yakayawa Wa I'm Wadayadwa. I mean I'm Wadiyawa.
Wait.
I mean the last one of 31. Concept. Wa Adanyawa. Verse 32. Wa I'm Wadiya.
Hey, so y'all stop. Good to see you, bro.
Haka Tazar. Let's see.
Just keep going.
Sabayab. Wa Adanya Ham. Wa Yadatham. Wa Yath Datham. Wa Ma Yath Rayaham. Lakal. Kalayaham. Call Yaham. Walakal. Abadatham. Wabash Shamath. Tapa Quadwa. Kalya. Masha Marath. Masha'am. Verse 33. Za'ath. Ibadath. Masha Pakath. Banya. Mamaria. Lakal. Ibadatham. Ba'ahal. Mawa'ai. Bayad. Ayatamar. Ban. Aharan. Hakahan. Verse 34. Wayapaquad. Masha. Wa Aharan. Wanash Ya'aya. Ha'aida. Ath. Banya. Hakwahataya. Hakwahathya. Lamasha pa Hamash la Masha Khatam Wala Bayat Abatham. What's that? Abatham, fathers. What was it? 34 into 34. It's like 35. Yeah, it would be the head. Verse 35. Maban. But the chief would still be the head of the house. Shalashim. Mana. Wama'ayla. Wa'ay. Ban. Chashab Kamashyam. Mana. Call. Haba'a. Latazab. Latazaba. La'aiba da. Ba'ahal. Mawa'ai. Verse 36. Waya hayawa. Pakwad yaham. Lama shap ka tam. Alapyum. Shaba'ai. Ma'awath. Wakam Shayam. Verse 30.
What was that word again? Abayam?
Yeah, Abayam.
Yeah, that was probably.
Abayam. Wakamashyam. Verse 37. Allah. Pakwadya. Mashap Kath. Hakwahathya. Call. Ha'ibad. Ba'ahal. Mawa'ai. Ashar. Pakwad. Masha. Wa'aharan. Al. Paya. Yahweh. Bayad. Masha. Verse 38. Wapa Wapakwa Wadia. Wapakwa Ya Wadia. Banya. Larash no, Garashian.
You know what you just said, if I could, what you just said at the beginning of 38, it sounded like it was one word, but it was a bunch of words.
Yeah.
You know, I was just following through it. It was all of that.
Good.
All of that. So right there. And then you started with the body.
Yeah, Banya.
That's
Garashan.
That's where it goes.
Then it's like throughout families by house, fathers.
So you should end with a Abaya.
Yeah, Abatham.
It's Abatham.
Yeah, Abatham. It comes.
So like we start at
38 coming from. Verse 38. Wapak Wadya Banya Garashawan. I think that's been. Oh yeah.
Banya.
Yeah, sons La Garashawan. Gershon. Lamash. You see, that's why I like doing this too. Meaning going back to read, then it opens up everything, and I'll have a class about what we're about to read. What we're about to read. Yes. Lamash Pakawath. Lamash Pakwashtam. Walaban Yath. Abayatam. It's like Laban Yath. Abatam.
All right, we're gonna read it.
Come on, sir.
Verse 29. We'll start at verse 29 and read that to 30.
Come on. 30, 29? 20. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 4, verse 29. As for the sons of Merari, not Ferrari. But Merari.
All right, so what's going on right here is the Lord was handing out the Levites to Aaron's and his sons. So what Aaron. So a lot of people don't know. Like I said, I did a Hebrew class. A class about the Levites, and the service of the Levites and what they did. And a lot of people don't know what the Levites were. They thought they were just the priests, and that was
right.
It. But the Levites played a significant part in all of the things that were holy unto the Lord. So the Most High divided the Levites, the families of the Levites, out to the children of Aaron. Aaron had how many sons? Aaron had 8. He had a lot of sons. So, but he divided the Levites out unto his sons. All right. So, and it wasn't just divided. He took families. So he took families from the ages of 25 up to the age of 50. All right. So if you was from 25 to 50, and you was a Levite, that was your time to do the service of the Lord. It's like when you're 18, like going into the military or something.
Right. Holding on.
All right. So you had to be a certain age and able to go be a Levite, to go do the service of the Lord. You had to be from the age of 25 to 50 to go be able to do the service of the Lord. So around that age, he got all of the families of the Levites and numbered all of the people who were around that age, and then he took certain families and gave them to certain brothers in Aaron's descendants, of Aaron's sons. So those people that he gave them, they all had different offices that they done. They wasn't just the priests. They all had different. So you might have one whole family, right? It might be 500 of them. But every time one of them is born and one of them die, they would pass it down throughout their lineage, the service that they was doing. So say for instance, if they was in here and one family, all he did was make cups for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? To go throughout all of the, he worked for this dude right here, one of Aaron's sons, and all they whole family did was make cups throughout the generation. So for the next 500 years, this one family is where you got your cups from.
The golden chalice.
You do what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was like they was cold at making cups. You know what I'm saying? So this is what they did for, when they died, they passed it on to their son. When they died, they passed it on to their son. You do what I'm saying? It just went on and on and on with these particular people making cups. Go ahead.
It was sort of like an inheritance. You inherited that office. Yes,
it's like that's exactly what it was. So that was our culture. So whatever your father did, you pretty much did the same thing. He passed it down to you. So if you was a fisherman, your dad was a fisherman, you was gonna be a fisherman. Christ was gonna end up being a carpenter. You do what I'm saying? Because Joseph was a carpenter.
Right.
You do what I'm saying? You ever heard that Christ was a carpenter? Well, Joseph, his daddy was the one who was the carpenter.
Right.
All right. Christ's daddy was the one who was the carpenter. So that's how our culture was. Whatever your daddy was doing, you would pass it down to your son. You would teach it to your son, and then your son would have that same skill that you had. That's something that's lost in our people right now. So you do what I'm saying? Go ahead.
If I may, what I'm saying, from my great-grandfather to my father to me, even to my son, we all deal in electrical trades.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because what he did, he taught me. What I did, I influenced my son to be what he wanted to be. So that's going to turn around and be the same thing. He'll influence his son, hopefully.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so on and so forth.
Yeah, and that's something, my dad was a drug dealer.
You inherited that too.
His dad's down drug dealer to me. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, that just,
He was
we
the
just
number
following,
man. He
we
was the
following
number
our
man.
culture. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
He was the number man. I come from
His
the
dad
long
was a
line.
dope dealer. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? It just went on, you know, I come from a long line of dope dealers.
Heard his daddy
So,
was a pimp.
you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sister.
So they had carpet back then?
Carpenter. So a carpenter, well, they did have carpenters though, but
Yeah,
a carpenter
they had roofs.
is someone who builds woodwork. He does woodwork.
Oh, okay.
So they would make like tables and, you know, dressers and things of that nature. You know, that's what a carpenter does. Go ahead, sister.
Construction, you know, it's the same thing. It's like they built stuff.
Yeah, framing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but they worked with wood. They did a lot of work with wood. That's what a carpenter. That's what a carpenter
A
would.
lot of wood they worked with was wisher. Wisher wood.
So that's why.
That's what I was.
That's what we. That's what, you know. You pass it down to your. That was our heritage that we passed down our skills to our children. And that's what we missing right now. Because a lot of family brothers, you know, don't have skills to pass down because they wasn't taught skills. So we had a generation of brothers. You got a whole generation of brothers who didn't have any skills. You know, my generation didn't have any skills. You know, we wasn't taught those skills from the generation above us. So we didn't have any skills. So that's why we was in the streets. And then my generation failed the next generation. Because by us not having any skills, well, we didn't have nothing to pass down to them to sustain us as a people. So now we are where we are now. You know what I'm saying? All these young brothers, they don't know how to do nothing but sell dope and rap and shoot and rob. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do because they don't have any skills to, and they're not motivated to go try to find any skills to pass on to their children. So it's just going to be, another generation of us not having any skills. And if brothers and sisters who do have skills, we have to teach them to our people, and don't try to hold the skills to yourself and, just get rich and thinking, okay, well, I made it. You need to try to figure it out like I did. Well, now that, if you got it, you should pass it down to a brother or a sister so they can learn it. And, that's how we're going to end up coming out of, our oppression that we're in. All right. But that's what was happening to them. They was passing down the priesthood to, and they was going to work for Aaron and his sons. Start at verse 28.
Come on, sir. The book of Numbers, chapter 4, verse 28. This is the service of the families of sons of Gershon in the tabernacles of the congregation.
So now he's going to break down what the sons of Gershon will be doing in the tabernacle. All right, cool.
And their charge shall be under the hand of Ithamar, the son of Aaron the priest.
So what does that mean, what he just said? He said, their charge shall be under the hand of Ithamar, the son of Aaron the priest. What does that mean? Somebody break it down to me. Let me say one. Go ahead, bro.
Is it said that that he's going to be the one that's going to teach?
No, he's not going to be the one who teaches them. Anybody else? Go ahead.
No, it's like it's saying that Ithamar is going to be the one that heads the projects.
Yeah, he's going to be the one who's over the brothers.
Right.
All right, so they report to him.
Right.
All right, that's what's going on. He's the one, the higher ranking man.
Right.
The sons of Aaron, they are higher ranking. They are over the rank of Levite. All right, so Levites, you have Aaron, this is the hierarchy. You have Aaron, then you have his sons, then you have the Levites. That was the hierarchy. The pecking order of how things work. So these Levites who were of the sons of Gershon, they were going to work for Ithamar. All right, keep reading. Then they're going to show you what they done.
Verse 29. As for the sons of Merari,
I keep on say, all right. It really is.
Merari,
Yeah,
he said, thou shalt number them after their families, by the house of their fathers.
So now you got this family, the Merari family, the sons of Merari. They were going to get counted. Now it's time for them to get counted after the house of their fathers. All right, keep reading.
Verse 30. From 30 years old and upwards, even unto 50 years old, shall thou number them. Everyone that entereth it into the service, to do the work of the tabernacle of the congregation.
So now they let them know, from 30 to 50, these are the ones. This is the age that you're going to be going to do the work of the congregation. All right. And they're going to tell them who they're going to be working for. But
it's like that's how righteous we are as a people. You get to retire at 50.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I was saying at the beginning. Right. This ain't, if it's up to the oppressor, you'll work, till you 100. If you make it that far. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no kind of sympathy for you whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna work, and that's just that on that. But the Lord seemed, fit for us to have a life after the service. So it wasn't just because Levi's like what? Because they probably, I'm telling you what happened. It's good for morale when you know that I only got to do this for like 25 years. Because now I'm looking at all the other Israelites. They out here kicking. They out here doing everything they want to do. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to come do do this strict regiment that we have to do on a daily basis for 25 years. Right. You know what I'm saying? I want to go out and have kids. I want to go out and travel the world. You know what I'm saying? I want to do this and do that too. So that gives them, let you know that, okay, you don't have to, after you're 50, you don't have to keep on, doing your job. You can actually go live, you know what I'm saying? You can live a holy life and just be out and living, amongst the people. Right. And
I was about to say some real questions.
Yeah. Go be with your brothers and sisters. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to just continue to do this work because it's going to be somebody else who's going to be able to take your place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's something that's going to always rotate. It's like a rotating door. You come work for 25 years, boom, you through. Somebody else comes. Then what you do, you train in the next person who's coming up. You know what I'm saying? And it's always something that's going on. So it wasn't like a lifetime job that you had to work and do the service of the Lord. All right, keep reading.
Verse 31. And this is the charge of the burdens according to all their services in the tabernacle of the congregation, the boards of the tabernacle, and the bars thereof, and the pillars thereof, and sockets thereof. Verse 32.
So this was all of the things that they had to do. They was in control of the port. Oh, it's like it. They was in charge of the boards, the bars, and the pillars and the sockets. So that's what they done. So when you walk into the tabernacle, right, it's a whole lot of stuff inside the tabernacle. All right, but they wasn't in charge of everything in the tabernacle. They was just making sure that the boards was right, the pillars was right, the sockets was right. You know what I'm saying? As long as that was right, you know what I'm saying? They probably was spotless. You know what I'm saying? They just made sure. So when if something was to go wrong, like if one of the sockets came out, they can't just go call, the sons of Gershon to go do it. The sons of Gershon didn't have. It's like their office. It's like, you got Operation Command. That's what we call it in here. You got Operation Command. I got Operation Command over Sabbath Service, right? So can't nobody just come in here and just do what they want to do. It got to go through me. You know what I'm saying? So just like camp equipment. You do what I'm saying? You got Operation Command over camp equipment. Everything got to go through you. The blame go through you, and also the praise go through you. You do what I'm saying? So you have Operation Command over there. So you might appoint, somebody to do something like that. But you would be. Who would he be? Who would you be in this situation right here? Go ahead.
That would be Merari.
Nah. Good.
Ithamar.
Yeah, you would be Ithamar. You are the one in control. All right, they work for you. All right, so that's what was going on there. It's the same structure that we got, the same responsibility. It was just brothers had different responsibilities over different offices. Their particular office was just the boards, the bars, the pillars, and the sockets. All right, go ahead, sister.
So are these like the families broken down and giving out the duties and responsibilities?
So it's whatever family, it was, they were given to Aaron's sons. So they had to work for Aaron's son. So when Aaron's son, when Ithamar died, right? When he died, then his son will be back in his spot. And the sons of the ones who working for him, their sons will go back in their spot. So it's a constant rotation, but it's still the same hierarchy. It's still the sons of Ithamar is going to be over the sons of, Gershon. You know what I'm saying? And it just constantly just rotate like it. All right. Keep going.
Verse 32. And the pillars of the court around about, and their sockets, and their pins, and their cords, with all their instruments, and with all their servants. And by their names ye shall reckon them instruments of the charge of their burden.
So these are the things that they were doing. Keep going.
Verse 33. This is the service of the families of the sons of Merari, according to all their service, in the tabernacles of the congregation, under the hand of Ithamar, the son of Aaron the priest. Aaron the priest. Verse 34. And Moses and Aaron and the chief of the congregation numbered the sons of Kahathites after their families and after the houses of their fathers. Verse 35. From 30 years old and upwards, even to 50 years old. Everyone that entereth into the service for the work of the tabernacle of the congregation. Verse 36. And those that were numbered of them by their families were 2,750.
So 2,750 of them worked for that brother. He was in charge of 2,750 people. You dig what I'm saying? That's what was going on. He was in charge of all of all of the people that was there. So, but that whole family, that 2,000, however many, 2,750 family, people that was in that family, they were just in control of certain things. So whenever sockets go broke, you go to the Kahathites. You know what I'm saying? That's where you go to, get more sockets. You dig what I'm saying?
Pillars were broke.
Pillars were broke, you would go to them. The boards are broke, you would go to them. They needed more gold on the pillars or whatever it is. Whatever it is the service that needed to be done to the pillars, the boards, and the sockets, you would go to this particular family. Go ahead.
That's like they the maintenance department, basically.
For the pillars and the sockets and they're the maintenance for that.
Yeah,
but,
all of them.
But if you need new plates, they ain't got nothing to do with that.
Come.
You dig what I'm saying? It's another family who do the plates, and you dig what I'm saying? They was in charge of other things. You might need plates and censers or incense burners, and they was in charge of all of that. There's another family in charge of that. Go ahead.
So are these families like broken down like how like y'all a family?
Yeah.
Like, and then like Barack and his wife, that's a family right here. Is that how it's broken down, or is it broken down into like, I don't want to say this word, but nations, like not nations, but like tribes. Is that how it's broken down?
Okay, so yeah, it would be all right. So this is all of these people that we name, and they all are Levites.
Okay, and
it's not a Judite in there. It's not not any other tribe. It's all Levites.
And then these are like the names like of the families, right? Am I correct?
Yeah. So that would be even though their name is the Kahathites, they still Levites.
Right. Okay.
You get what I'm saying? They still Levites. They just they live in a particular region and they call them the Kahathites, but they still are the bloodline of Levi.
Right.
Okay.
Good. When they were still like, if they was on their own, that's still the tribe of Kahathites, but they're Levites, like subgroups.
Well, in subgroups, they just in a different area. You know what I'm saying? They just living in another area. It's like how Elijah was called a Tishbite.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he's still an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what tribe Elijah from, but he's an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? It's just he lived in a particular area, and they called those people in that particular area the Tishbites. Same way they call y'all, the niggers.
Niggas.
You know what I'm saying? But we still, you know, we from a tribe. You know what I'm saying? But they just called us, you know, or they might call us Americans. You go anywhere outside of America, they would call us Americans. You know what I'm saying? But we still from a tribe. You know what I'm saying? Keep it.
Verse 37. These were they that were numbered of the families of the Kohathites, all that might do service in the tabernacle of the congregation, which Moses and Aaron did number according to the commandments of the Lord by the hand of Moses. Verse 38. And those that were numbered of the sons of Gershon throughout their families and by the house of their fathers.
I think that's what I'm saying. All right. Yeah, so that's how it went down. They was brothers was born into it, and they just treated them like brothers. All right, how much? All right, verse. State the rest.
Koryala, Banya Howard, Banya Shala.
Karyala, Banya Howard, Banya Sha'ala.
Yabba Shimmy Ashabrakathon.
Yahaba Shimmy Shabrakata.
Banya Shala.
All right, so you're gonna read verse 39. Verse 39.
It's Numbers chapter 4 and verse 39 in the Hebrew. Maban. Shala, 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 Shayam, Sham, Shana, Wama'ila, Wa'ai, Ban, Kamash, Yam,
Mash.
Shana, Ko, Haba'a, La Tazaba'a, La'ibad, Ba'aho, Mawa'ai, verse 40. Waya ha ya Waha wa ya ha ya wa Paquad Yaham Lamasha Hakatham Labayath Abatham Alapium Washa
Tell the brother.
Washasha
We still in 39 or 40?
verse 40, the first third from the end. Washasha.
Hakulah, stay on the with the brother.
Washash.
Washash.
So you can walk the brother through where he needs some help at. Okay.
Ma'awath. Washa Lasham. Verse 41. Washa Lashayam. Verse 41.
Shalash.
Salaki. Shalash.
Yeah, Washalash Yom.
Hold on, Barak. I'm sorry, his brother there.
Okay. Washalash Yom. Verse 41. Allah. Pakwa Wadya. Masha Pakath. Banya. Garshawan. Call. Ha'ibad. It's like a Ha'ibad. Ba'Allah. It's like a Ba'aho. Mawa'id. Ashar. Pakwad. Masha. Wa'aharam. Al. Haya. Yahweh. Verse 42. Wapakwawadya. Wapakwawadya. Verse Masha Pakath. Banya. Masha Pakath. Banya. Mara Raya. Lamasha Pakaya. That's like it. Lamasha Pakath. Thumb. Labayaf. Abathum. Verse 43. Maban. Shalah Shayam. Shalashiyam. Shana. Wama Ila. Wa'ai. Ban. Kamashayam. Kamashiyam. Shana. Ko. Haba'a. Latazaba'a. La'ibad. La'ibada. Ba'ahal. Mawa'ai. Verse 44. Waya ha yawa. Quada. Pakwad yama. Pakwad yahum. Lamasha pakathum. Shala shaf. Alap yum. Wama af. Wama afyum. Verse 45. Allah. Pakwa wadaya. Pakwa wadaya. Pakwa wadia. It's like Masha Pakath. Banya. Mara Raya. Ashar. Maraya. Ashar. Pakad. Bas. Masha. Wa'aharan. Al. Paya. Yahweh. Banya. Asakir. Bayad. Masha. Verse 46. Call. Pakadyam. Ashar. Pakad. Masha. Wa'aharan. Wanasha. Ayash. Wanashya. Wanasha Ayah. Yasha Allah. Halawayam. Lamasha Pakaya. Slash Lamasha Lamash Pakaya. Paka thumb slash Walaba Wal Slaki Lamasha or Lamash Hak Fayam Laba Wa La Walab Yaf Wala Ba Yaf Wala Ba Yaf Abathum. Verse 47. Maban Shalashim Shana Shana Wama Ala Wa'ai Ban Kamashim Shana Ko Haba'a Wa Ma Wa'ai. Verse 48. Waya Ha Ya Wa Ha Pakwad Yahum Shamanath Shamnath Al Payath. That's like Al Payam Wakamash Alapyam Wakamash Ma'awath Shaman Yam Washamanayam. Verse 40. Wamashem Washam Nayam. Verse 49. Al Paya Yahweh Pakwad Awafam Bayad Masha Ayash Al Ibad Fawa Ibadathwa Wala Wa'ila. Or is that Wa'al? Wa'al. Masha Awa. Wa Pakwad Yawa. Ashar Tazawa. Yahweh Af Masha. Go over chapter 5.
In English.
This is Numbers chapter 4 and verse 39 in the English. From 30 years old and upward, even unto 50 years old, everyone that entereth into the service for